Alrighty, boys. Due to unpopular demand, we are back with a brand new video. I'm using my mirrorless camera that I use for photography to record this, which I don't have a actual external microphone to attach with it. So if the audio sounds a little scuffed, then that is why. If it turns out that I actually like using this to record videos instead of just my cell phone, which seems simpler, then maybe I'll invest in an actual quality microphone to use with these guys. But for this video, I figured since I didn't really post much during the summer of what was hatching and whatnot, I would just include everything in one longer form video of what I'm holding back and the few pickups that I actually got during 2021. But to start things off, here is a beautiful Cypress Clown from Miguel at Always Evolving Pythons. I didn't buy him in 2021, I bought him in 2020, but he was shipped in 2021. So, might as well include him in here. He's a little bit bigger for the frame, but the other 2021 hatchlings are smaller, so they should be easier to film, but this guy is doing phenomenal. He started breeding for me late December 2021, and has been going strong since. But that's him. We'll probably go through these kinda quick, just because there's like 20-something snakes that I want to show, and I don't want this to be a 40-minute video. But yeah, Cypress Clown from Miguel at Always Evolving Pythons. This girl, again, was purchased in 2020, but didn't get shipped until 2021. This is a Pastel Bongo Clown from Olivier at Ollie Reptiles. She was imported from Belgium through DDI, and has been doing pretty good. She was eating great as a hatchling, and then slowed down and is eating more sparingly after she hit like 600 grams, but I'm not concerned about her. Obviously she has great body condition. We'll zoom out a little for her since she's a bigger snake as well. But some of these snakes I've filmed before and put on the channel. Some of them you would only see if you follow me on Instagram or are friends with me on Facebook, but I think a couple of them I haven't even shown anywhere yet. But I figured we'll just do the pickups first and then move on to the actual holdbacks that hatched out in 2021. But here's this girl, Pastel Bongo Clown from Belgium. Awesome snake. Can't go wrong with the Bongo Clown project. I have some more snakes that I hatched out in 2021 that you'll see here, just to add to that project. But she's doing phenomenal. Next up for pickups is this beautiful Batman, a spot nose Leopard Clown Female from Canova. But this girl, as you can see, is doing phenomenal. She's not missing any meals at all. She is feisty and always hungry. Great snake to have in any clown project, or any ball python project in general. The Batman stuff that Justin and others have been putting out in recent years have become pretty infamous, so I didn't have any spot nose clown stuff in my collection before this year. So this girl is a very welcome addition. So yeah, just plain old Batman. Can't wait to see what she'll do for me in a few years. So this next girl is also from Justin. He posted this one like I think like 2 weeks right after I bought that Batman female. And I thought, hey, I have to have her as well, because that Batman was the only snake with spot nose in my collection. But this girl also has another gene that I didn't have yet. This is a special spot nose clown. So she is awesome, getting nicer and nicer with every shed. You can see like the red, hoping the camera's picking that up. Like on her belly too, all that flaming on her sides. I love her head stamp. If that'll focus. Oh yeah. But she's a great girl just like the Batman. Not missing any meals, growing great. Doing very, very well for me. Can't really go wrong with buying from people like Justin. They've been in business so long and they know exactly what they're doing and how to make healthy, quality animals. Alright. Another pickup from 2021 is not from Justin. It's from Bob Vu at Bob's Balls. Oh yeah, look at this guy. I'll just put him down on the Repti chip to get that contrast going. But this is a Leopard Voodoo. Voodoo is a granite type gene that Bob imported a few years back, and he's been working with it. So it's similar to like the Nanny, Twister, Dot, Furrow, Smoke. There's like several other genes like that in that granite type family, but from what I've seen and from what Bob's been producing so far, Voodoo is like far beyond, look at that belly, quality-wise, far beyond anything that those other genes have been putting out. You can go on Bob's Facebook or just see like the past animals on Morph Market that he sold, and all his Voodoo stuff is just phenomenal. So this is a male Leopard Voodoo. That's all that's in him. I got a few girls that I'm thinking of putting with him later this year, just to see what the Voodoo gene can really do. I don't think it's been in any recessives yet besides Desert Ghost, which those look incredible, but I don't have any Desert Ghost in my collection, so I'm leaning more towards clown stuff and clown Voodoo combos, which hopefully Bob can make some either this year or next year or whenever, just to see what those look like and where that project can go. But yeah, this boy's doing phenomenal, obviously. Not missing any meals. Leopard Voodoo male. So there was one more snake that I purchased in 2021 that hasn't been shipped yet because FedEx has been goofy, and obviously it's the winter here in New England and it's pretty chilly for shipping, so myself and the breeder are just holding off on shipping that guy. I'll probably do a whole unboxing video on him because he's a pretty special animal. But as far as my actual holdback animals that I produced in 2021, we have this girl. This is a Ghi Mojave 100% Het Black Axanthic female. So this is going to be a pretty cool project in a few years. I was fortunate enough to hit her and then her two sisters for the Black Axanthic project, which is awesome, because I think it was like a 6-egg clutch, and then like two of those eggs died during incubation, so I was left with 4 eggs, and 3 of them ended up being females that are the Ghi Mojave, which is the combo that we were going for. We had a 25% chance to, actually we had a 50% chance to hit those, and we hit them on 3 eggs, and they all happened to be female. So we have this girl and then 2 of her sisters, which I'll pull out. They all look, actually they do look different from each other. So I was gonna say there's not really a point in showing her siblings because they all look pretty similar to each other, but you can see that's not really the case with how variable their patterning is. But these 2 are both female Ghi Mojave 100% Het Black Axanthics. They're not very friendly. I am in fear for my life right now. But these girls have been doing awesome. Obviously, nice and chunky, very healthy, and I'm super excited to see what they can make with that Black Axanthic project in the future. I imagine it wouldn't be super different from what these would look like. Obviously, you would be limiting the yellow on their... What just dropped here? Oh. Thing fell off my table, but obviously they wouldn't be too different from what these are right here. The yellowing on their back would probably be a little more muted in color because of the axanthic, and I'm sure they would get darker and darker as they age, as is typical of Black Axanthic stuff. You can see how much they vary just with like the polymorphism of the actual genes. And I'm glad I hit 3 females from that clutch that wasn't looking so good in the beginning. Alrighty, next up. I figured we'll just go down the holdback rack and not really do these in any specific order, but this is a female Pastel banana clown. Awesome snake to have. She reminds me just as what her mother looked like when she was this size. She's a little bigger, so she's not really fitting into frame as well as I would like. I can't really put her down because she'll start squirming everywhere, but here she is. Pastel Banana Clown Female. Can't really have too many of these. Banana Clowns, I think, are a great project. Obviously, you can see how the pastel, they kind of fade out as they age a little, but I think with the right genes, these could make some really crazy looking adults. Nice purple snakes with the clown patterning. Alright, next up is a Banana Clown Female without the pastel. I think these look a little nicer as a combo. With the darker purples, and you can see the saddles more clearly than the pastel version as they grow and grow and go through their color change that all ball pythons go through, but again, another invaluable snake for the clown project. Nice and simple, so if I wanted to get a more complicated male in the future, I would have an easier time identifying what the actual babies were, but she's doing great, and I have no complaints. Nice plain old Banana Clown Female. Alright, if you haven't realized yet, this is going to be a pretty clown-heavy video, which I don't think too many people are going to complain about, but here's another beautiful example. This is a Ghi Clown Female. Another snake that you can't really go wrong with. Ghi clowns are very, very cool. And I think in the coming years, Ghi is going to be a popular gene in all sorts of projects, not just clowns, because they really are like one of those genes that just look good in everything. Whether it's desert ghost, axanthics, pieds, clowns, any recessive, really, you can build a nice project using Ghi. And obviously Ghi, just plain old like codom and regular dominant combos look awesome as well. So here we go. Ooh, look at that framing. Nice Ghi Clown Female. Perfect and beautiful. Here we have a Pewter Clown Female. She's doing great. Great eater, healthy snake. If you think I'm going through these a little quick, my camera is about to die. Doesn't have the greatest battery life. Gotta check into that. Maybe I have a setting off or something that's draining way too much battery than it should, but we got 2 bars left and we got quite a few snakes to go, so. Pewter Clown Female. Next up is her sister, which is also a Pewter Clown Female. I think she might also have Ghi in her, just because of her head stamp is a little different. And her patterning is way different than her sister. But she's doing great as well. Nice big snakes. Probably should have made this video a few months ago when they were smaller and would actually fit into frame better, but oh well. So yeah. Pewter Clown Female, possible Ghi as well. Great snake to have. So this next boy is currently in the holdback rack, but I'm actually probably gonna put him up for sale on Morph Market in a couple months when the weather's better, just because I have other males now to replace him. But he is a male banana Pewter Clown, possible Ghi. And the cool thing about him is he is also a female maker. So any bananas that are that he produces have about a 90% chance of being female, and vice versa for the non-bananas he produces, which would be 90% chance of being male. Now, obviously you can produce male bananas with him as well as female non-bananas, but very, very nice snake to have. So again, he'll probably be for sale eventually. I don't really know what I would pair with him at this point, just because I have so many other males that need to be utilized. But he's doing great. Great eater. Very friendly boy. Very cute. And doing great. So next up, I have these 2 girls. They are sisters. These are actually GHI cinnamon Hep Pides. You can see that one hissing on the bottom. So very similar to Mojave GHIs, especially when they're smaller, but as they age, these ones get like a more cinnamony brown instead of like the darker, more contrasting hue that the Mojaves have. Oh, you're squirming. I'll just film your sister then. But you can see their bellies are also different, the side pattern, compared to the GHI Mojaves. But these are awesome snakes to have. I'm very light with my pied stuff, but I think these should make some cool stuff in the future, especially with what I'm planning, with like the darker pieds. Since most people tend to go like lighter or more orange with their pied projects, I think these girls will do great for a darker, more contrasting animal. So, 0.2 GHI Cinnamon 100% Het Pieds. Can't go wrong. Beautiful snakes. Alright, so here we have something a little bit different. This is a female bamboo, 100% Het Black Axanthic. I don't really think anyone's tried to make these yet, but she is phenomenal. She was the only bamboo in the clutch, which, as you know, since bamboo is an incomplete dominant gene, any snake that is bamboo should have a 50% chance of passing on that bamboo gene per egg. It was a 6-egg clutch, I believe, but she was the only one. And I'm glad she was a female, because I already have males planned for my Black Axanthic project. But she is a very welcome addition. If you see like the Axanthic bamboos that have been produced, just imagine like a darker, more contrasted version of those, and I think that'll be a pretty cool project going down the road. Since bamboo is one of those genes that's just so overpowering, it can be tough to work with and actually make combos that look good. But I think when you combine it with a recessive like Axanthic, then pretty much all you're doing at that point is playing with the contrast, unless with the patterning, like with a clown or a pied or something. Since I think a bamboo pied would be like an all-white snake, since it is in the bell complex. But, yeah. Female bamboo, 100% Het Black Axanthic. Growing wonderful. Look at her. Perfect. Next up is just a plain old clown female. I'm just holding her back just because you can never really have enough clown females. And she's an absolute garbage disposal with food. She's also very, very snappy and kind of unpredictable for a ball python with how she'll treat me for the day. So I try not to take her out too much just because she prefers chilling in her tub, but a really pretty snake. Growing great, eating great. And I don't really mind that she's a little hissy at times. Yeah. Plain old clown female. See? She hates being on camera, she hates being in my hands. I'll go put you back now. Next up are snakes that I've already showcased on this channel, but I'll show them here again. These are for the Bongo Clown project. This is a Pastel Bongo, 100% Het Clown Female. Great snake to have. My camera battery's on red right now, so we'll just go through these quick. Only have a few more animals left anyways, but here she is, doing great. I should probably zoom out a little bit. There we go. Here is her brother, a GHI Bongo, 100% Het Clown Male. He's doing wonderful. Obviously, you can tell that this project is just going to make a beautiful visual clown. Once someone hits it, I don't think it's been produced yet, but this is just the base form with no clown, just the het. But GHI and Bongo have such a crazy reaction with each other. Just so many different like color hues within one animal, and then you get like the graniting and the actual pattern. He just gets nicer and nicer as he ages. And I think the visual clown will just be spectacular, really. We also have his sister here. This is a Pastel GHI Bongo, 100% Het Clown Female. This girl is a unit, loves her food, is growing great. But I think I set myself up pretty good this past year with the Bongo Clown project. Hopefully we can use that male later on this year to produce some cool stuff going forward, because Bongo's one of my favorite genes, and so is Clown, and they have an awesome reaction with each other. And I think GHI on top of that will really just take it to the next level. But yeah, this girl's doing great. Alright, second to last snake that I'll show off here, because my camera really is about to die. But this is another one for the Pied project. Not 100% sure what she is, but I'm thinking she's a GHI, cinnamon, spider, and then probable Mojave as well, and then 100% Hep Pine, of course. But she's a super, super cool snake. There really isn't another combo out there that produces patterning quite like that. Can only get that with spider, in combination with these darker genes. But she is very, very cool. She's actually on a little food hiatus right now, which is kind of disappointing, because obviously I want her to grow and breed sooner rather than later, but she can do that on her own pace. She was eating great as a hatchling, and then she hit like a 250 gram wall and has been a little stagnant, but I'm sure we'll get her up to size eventually. No rush here. But yeah, great snake for the Pied project, even though it has spider, and spider tends to throw higher weight Pied stuff, but I'm still excited to see what the possible outcomes could be when you combine this with a darker genes and then mix Pied with it. I think you should get some interesting results there. But yeah, GHI, cinnamon, spider, probable Mojave, 100% Hep Pine Female. Look at her. That's a cool snake. Even if she doesn't like food all the time. Alright. So, last snake that we're going to show today. Maybe we'll do a continuation on this some other time on some of the other snakes that I have here, but camera's about to die, and I think this video's gone on long enough. It's probably going to be around like 20 minutes, but this is a, what are you? You are a Bongo Enchi spider. So, I've never seen another one of these produced, and when she hatched, she was just too cool not to keep. Especially after a few sheds, and she just gets more and more gold and like really weird color hue for a ball python. That head's super cool too, but I don't know. Bongo and spider are thought to be allelic, so maybe this girl will help unravel that mystery a little. Along with Cypress, Bongo's just one of those genes that's possibly in the spider complex. Just because they have like such a crazy epistatic reaction with each other. As you can see, not many ball pythons look like this, but she's awesome. We'll see where the project goes from here. I'm thinking like maybe Voodoo or GHI or some darkening gene, maybe Blackhead or something would look awesome. Would look wonderful in this combo. But yeah, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed that little update on what was held back and what was picked up in 2021. Maybe I'll do another rendition in 2022. I didn't really post much last year, and I can't promise I'll post much this year, but here's one video at least. That's the video. This is just another little GHI combo. Probably not holding back, but that is the video. It's one of my first times actually using this camera for video purposes instead of photography, so hopefully it wasn't too bad. Again, if the audio is absolutely terrible on this with the built-in mic, I could probably just buy an external one for it, but whatever. You're here for the snakes anyways, not my angelic voice. But thanks for watching this video if you made it all the way through. Maybe subscribe. Maybe like, Maybe post a comment on your favorite snake, and then reply to that comment with your least favorite snake. Alright, and also donate to USARK, because that's kind of important. Alright, peace.